Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Big episode today. It's the start of our Liga Nos season, top tier. We're in season 5 now. And we're starting the campaign with a home game against Porto. Doesn't get much tougher than that. We're going to show you all the transfers. And we're coming up against one of my all-time FM legends today. Porto have signed Vedat Marucci for £10 million. I think we haven't spent a penny. They're spending £10 million. They have sold a fair few as well, but there's a fair bit of money still kicking around at the top 3 teams. Is this the season where Jose Trequinho gets on the map and the big 3 start paying attention? Right, let's get into today's episode. Make sure you smash a like if you can. Much appreciated. Let's get that subscribe button hit as well if you haven't. And yeah, down in the comments below, I want you to give me a prediction on where we're going to finish this season. Just a prediction. I'm going to say bottom half, but not in the relegation zone. I think we're predicted to finish bottom. But yeah, let me know after you've seen the transfers where you think we're going to finish this season. All right, guys, let's get into the special one. Alright, so very quickly, as I said, it is Porto today. Did they win the league last year? No, they didn't. They finished second. Sergio Conceição's their manager. He's not a fan of me at all. They have let go a lot of players. Marius Wolf, Musa Marega is old, but still a pretty decent player. Let him go on. He's gone on a free. The big one have let Sergio's son Francisco go, and he is a tremendous player. I think he had a really good season. He did. I think he was like League Player of the Year last year. 7.48 average, 30 appearances, 7 goals. But they've spent money, as you could see. Vedat Marucci, by the looks of it, will be forming a new partnership with Antonio Rebic. I do like Rebic in real life. Top player. He's been at Villarreal, and they've paid a lot of money for him, considering he's 30 years old. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult for us, not just today, but I think this season we've struggled a little bit with transfers, and in the end we've gone with a little bit of youth, and we're backing the players that got us into the division last season. All right, boys, here are the transfers. No transfers as in out in terms of money. I imagine we let some go, yeah. So, Sene is gone. He's managed to get himself a club. He was with us for the 4 years. The first 4 seasons, didn't play at all last season. Claudio Silva, the backup centre-half, hasn't found a club yet. He's got decent attributes, just lacking in strength. Apart from that, he would have been a decent defender. Sapara was supposed to be a gem of a signing that we did in Season 2 and played terribly for us, only scoring 1 goal in 8 games, and he hasn't played since. He's finally been released. And then Leonardo Cesar, who was a youngster that played a couple of games for us. He played in our B and never quite kicked on. He's now 20 years old. He's not good enough. So they're the releases. Loanies have gone back. I've redone Dakare's loan. We've not done Duck's loan, and we've not done Yakubu's loan. So a fair change around here. So the only one that we've paid money for is a guy called Dawan Fran, a Brazilian, 18 years old. He may feature a fair bit for us this season. As the season goes on, we will see. He is 6 foot. Physical's already pretty good. Natural fitness 16, pace 12, stamina, all strength, all over the next 2 years you would expect to move up. Aggression, bravery, teamwork rate, work rate, a little bit of flair, a little bit of Brazilian flair. Technicals need improving, but he has got a technique of 16 with tackling 13, passing 11. So he's not a million miles off. We have got a lot of competition there. So I thought, right, just up until maybe Christmas, we'll just put him in the under-23s and see how he gets on. I have done a few face packs, not everyone, but I have done a few. So there's the only bit of business we've paid for. And then here we go. So we've signed a lot of midfielders. Just in case we need to go to a 3 and we need to go with a 4-5-1 or a 4-1-1 or something like that, we've gone with Michel Ludwig, who's been released by Borussia Dortmund. Advanced playmaker, but he can kind of do box-to-box. We're working on his physicals, but passing 16, technique 12, teamwork 15. It's not bad. It was a bit of a stab in the dark. We have lots of money to play with because we we couldn't afford that next jump. Everyone wanted, even loan fees, we just couldn't afford. I've just decided to take a punt on a few youngsters this season. If it don't work out, look, and he's on 2,500. If it don't work out, I imagine there's going to be a little bit of sell-on value, potential 4-star. It's just another option for us. One that has come in, Joku, a bit of an all-rounder. Look, can do it all in the middle once again if we need to change it. 14 tackling, everything's around the 12, 13s and 14s. He's kind of on the same level as Wadja and Ramirez. Ramirez is getting a little bit older. Wadja's moaning a lot, so we thought we would bring another player in. Once again, Joku, £1,000 a week. A bit of a bargain. Nationale was at last year in the Liga Nos. Played a few games. Just boosted the squad up a little bit. Okay, one of the most exciting transfers, I think. He's already rated as our best centre-half and our best fullback. He's got a lot to do in terms of heading and his strength, but he's just turned 19, tackling 16, technique 16, positioning 18, bravery, jumping reach is good, balance is good. We need to work obviously on his heading, but his jumping reach is good. Stamina 12, he needs a little bit of work on strength, but as a backup defender for this season, he's going to be important for us. I think we've got him on a free from Brazil again. Brazilians seem to be releasing a lot of youngsters that I think we've got an opportunity to improve. And this is sort of like what we've managed to do. We've gone around, we've looked around South America, we've just picked up players. We've just picked up players like this guy Maximiliano Lucas. He's just gone into our under 23s. We'll see how he develops over the course of the season. 5-star potential, maybe. So yeah. Under 20 caps for Uruguay. He's all right. He's all right. I think the scout recommended him. He thought, look, we're paying, £130 a week. It'll boost our under 23s because they are a new team that we've now got. Because we've been put in the top division. We've now got an under 23s. So I've decided to sign a fair few players just to bolster us up there and just not this a very, very low risk gamble in terms of money going out. And if a few turn to be worldies and obviously the youngsters that and the youngsters that we've got that are quite good, I thought it'd be a good idea to have a competitive under 23 side. So that's where we've kind of done with players like Lucas. Right, Robertinho, our new starting first choice right back, 19 years old, Brazilian once again, 4-star current, 5-star potential. Physical's not bad, pace 15, natural fitness, agility, bravery, determination, teamwork, tackling 14, crossing 9, which will hopefully improve on some of his technicals. But yeah, I think a very, very solid right back for us. 5'10", so he's not on the short side. Strength needs to improve, but once again, over the next few years, we get that into double figures, it won't be too bad. Another one in who's probably going to feature either in the under 23s or out on loan, which at the moment is looking likely. 5-star potential, Carlos Miguel. 6'3", ball-winning midfielder, tackling 16, determination, teamwork. He can't do much apart from kick the shit out of people by the looks of it, but at 6'3", once again, £160 a week. We'll just see how he develops. And then the last signing, our new starting left-back. We haven't done a deal for Diaz as well, the left-back. That wasn't really possible. We've had a couple of years of him. This guy popped up, and I thought, as an all-rounder, strength needs to be definitely improved, but 6'2", jumping reach, acceleration not bad, pace not bad, decent work rate, average, a little bit average, but the basics that we want from him. He can cross it 13, he can dribble, he's got decent first touch, tackling technique, all okay, and he's had a pretty good pre-season, him and Sosa and Revan, who is now moving over to be a left-back option for us. That is Sandro Cruz. I think he was Benfica. Yeah, got him from Benfica. He had a decent season in the B team for him last year as well in the second division, so I thought I'd take a punt on him. And then we've got 4 loanees. The first one is an Englishman who's got a very French name, Jeremy Picot. We've got a lot of central midfielders if you hadn't noticed. Ball-winning midfielder. He's just come in really late actually. Marking 12, tackling 16, work rate, tremendous physicals, very good mentals where you want him. Just a player. We are paying all of his wages, but at the time we were really struggling. At the time we were going to have to go with Wadja and Ramirez. And then we've ended up signing 3 more after that. But I think he will probably be a key player for us in the ball-winning midfield role. And then these 3 are probably the best 3 that we've got on loan. So the first one is Soumala Koulibaly. We've got him on loan from Lyon. He has been at PSG, but 20 years old. Once again, physical's not great, but heading, marking, tackling, positioning, anticipation. He's not going to be the biggest and bravest, but he's hopefully going to be the smarter, a little bit quicker, pace 13. Only 20 years old. Hopefully him and Dakari might have a decent partnership in there. We've also got a Dilton, we've also got Revan. So if it doesn't work out, we've got options. We've got 4 very good centre halves. The standout player for us this year is Carlos Borges. Now, he has come from Hellas Verona on loan, but as you can see, Manchester City loanee. We're paying all of his wages, but he's good at where we want him. Pace 16, 6 foot, work rate's okay, technique, passing, first touch, dribble, cross, acceleration. Hopefully he's going to be a bit of a star for us this year. We have, obviously, we're going to move Mayo up front as a central striker. Ferraro is going to be a bit of a backup option for up front and out on the right. So, yeah, Borges, hopefully he's going to be our star this season. And the last one, Max McMillan, a South African that we've got on loan from Leeds. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I've signed him. Number one, he is son of York City legend Andy McMillan. Even though he's born in South Africa, he's based in York. I actually coached him at his primary school for 2 years. Back when, what would it have been, 12, 13 years ago. I knew that he'd signed for Leeds, and he's popped up and he's a half-decent striker. 6'1", decent physicals, bit of pace, finishing good, first touch good, work rate, technique. We were at a little bit of that we couldn't really sign anyone permanently, and yeah, we've just gone for something a little bit different. When I saw him, it's you know me, if you've watched me on the channel before, I do like a player that is more than heart than mind, and probably Max McMillan is one of these, but he looks like he could be a little bit of a handful this year. We're going to be able to rotate a little bit up front with the options that we've got. And that is it. We do have one more player coming in. He's joining in 3 days' time when he turns 18. Rudy Pianese. Pianese? 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 Don't know. We'll work on that. Striker, but also can play out on the right or potentially out on the left if we need him to. But 6 foot, decent physicals, work rate good, teamwork good, finishing okay, dribbling, first touch, technique. Once again, it's around us. They're all very similar, but what I've done is they can all do different options. So if things aren't working out, we can change tactic. We can swap roles around. We can swap players around. We've got a very fluent sort of like squad really. So yeah, he's coming in. He won't be available today, but he will definitely feature in the coming season. All right, that is it. That is the transfers. Let's just have a quick look. So the league, there is the league. We board expectation to avoid relegation. Bottom 2 go down. Third bottom then playing a playoff. It's going to be difficult. I imagine, what's the media prediction for us this year? Yeah, 17th actually, second bottom, but we've held our own against a lot of these teams that we've played in cups. We've actually played a cup game. We beat Porto on penalties 3-3. They scored a 94th minute equaliser. Yeah, so we're just going to be careful. I think we're going to probably concede a lot of goals this season. We've played a couple of friendlies there. We've played, our only defeat was with our second team. Them 2 games were both in our second team. And then that leaves us today. We're just going to play one game, Porto. Let's get a team picked and let's see how we're going to get on. So as you can see, the squad is looking very young. We've got a whole range of teenagers. How many players have we currently got? God knows. But we've only got one player that's 30 in Ramirez. Wadja, you won't be able to see. Wadja is 29. Tiago is 29. Silva is 28, who was not really going to play. Sagota is then 27, 26. And then Revan is 23. And all these are 23 and younger. So we're taking a bit of a risk this year. I think we've just potentially got enough quality. And then over the next couple of years, these boys should improve. If we're still here, that is. Right, so the team we're going to pick today. Alright guys, so this is probably our strongest lineup. We have got Revan, who's an option, a Dilton. Revan can potentially move across to left back. He has got shocking crossing, but he can definitely do it. He's now saying that's probably his best position. He can do it comfortably, just a crossing wise, and we do it like our left fullback getting forward, but a very good option for us. He's out today, so we are looking at Thiago Pereira, who will captain the side today. He's our vice-captain. Pacheco is now still our club captain, but is probably going to be playing second fiddle to the other Brazilian, Robertinho, Koulibaly, Ducare, Cruz, Josu, ball-winning midfielder alongside Picot, Borges and Segota, the wide men, and Maya and Max McMillan up front. We've got options on the bench as well with Porto and Pereira, Ludwig, Pacheco, and the two old boys in Wadja and Ramirez. Right, here we go. We're not going to go attacking. That's maybe a bit too much. Let's just go positive. They're telling me to go very defensive, but that's just not going to happen, boys. Right, let's see what they're putting out. They've got Trezeguet on the bench. Marucci is playing. Rebic is doing a 4-4-2. Okay. Is Marucci going to come and haunt us? Hopefully lots of crowd. Money's a little bit of an issue at the moment. From what I can gather, there's no prize money and we're going to get around £3 million, we think, for TV money. But we're not entirely sure that. I've had nothing to come through to tell us how much we're going to get. But one thing, look, the stadium will be packed. I imagine for when we play the big boys, it looks packed. We've only been filling it at sort of like 40% capacity. I think it's about 15,000. So, we're in! What a start! Get in. Maya with a little Robbie Keane celebration as well. Well, I was just talking about money. And the stadium being full. Borges cutting in. It was a tackle by Suame. Mbemba left it with the goalkeeper. Absolute shambles at the back. And Maya has got himself a goal in the top flight after 4 minutes. We're going to praise it because that's a dream start. Here we go. Segota. Whipped in. Marucci was there heading it clear. It's going to be... Borges has done very well to get the ball back. Borges strikes and it's gone wide. But what a start to the game. Right, here we go. Looks like going to be first highlight for... Oh no, Koulibaly's got it. Is he going to come back? Max Millen's done very well. Nodded it down to Maya into the two central midfielders. Oh, we've given away a ball away so cheaply. So cheaply. So cheaply. Oh, no. Do you remember when we played Porto last year in the Cup? And we got beat, 3-1? And it was down to fucking passes like that. Ducare nearly got in and got back. Oh dear, that's quieting the crowd down. Absolute shambles from Joku in there. We did it. I think it was either 3-1 or 4-1, and 3 of the goals, our central midfielders passed the ball to the Porto players and they broke through. Right, just before half-time. It's been a quiet little sort of like spell since their equaliser. Nothing's happened. Romario cross. Rebic is there. It's 2-1, and just like that, they've had 2 highlights, pretty much 2 chances. Rebic, brilliant header. The £20 million man. It's a decent cross, and there is Rebic. Absolute bullet. Thiago Pereira did get a touch, but it wasn't enough. And just like that, boys, we've gone from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. Let's pump fists. Right, Pereira. I'm going to play out from the back. They're squeezing very high, and the ball's coming straight back to us. Rebic is now in. Oh, good save. That may have been Marucci. Good save from Thiago Pereira. Let's just give him a demand more. Alright, Ivan Nielsen, Romario, Rosler. Into Ivan Nielsen. It's blocked. We're going to have to be careful because Marucci just stood waiting in the 6-yard box. Rosler. Vitinha. Good save. Going to do some changes. Maybe 20 minutes to go. We have got options on the bench. Vitinha. It's headed away by Maya. Is the highlight still going? No. Right. We're coming into 20 minutes. So we're just going to see where this goes. McMillan. We've not really done anything creatively since we scored that goal. Oh, well, they're going down to 10 men. That is a red card, second booking. So we've got 23 minutes. 23 minutes against 10 men. Right, I think what we're going to do is, we're going to... I was going to do a 3 up front, but I think we're just going to leave it and go attacking. But what we'll do is we'll do some changes. Let's put Borges over that side. Let's bring Ferrara on that right-hand side for Segota. And then what we'll do is we'll also bring Porto on up front. We'll leave the last change. So an opportunity for us here. Porto with a free kick now. It's straight to the goalkeeper. They've gone long. Mourinho heads it down. They're breaking. Even Nielsen. We've given away a penalty. Sandro Cruz. There's no point. Where's he running? He's running off. It's a blatant penalty. Here he goes. Penalty awarded. Yeah. It was a blatant penalty. Where's the goalkeeper going? What is he doing? Is he taking it? Mourinho steps up against Thiago Pereira. And he puts Thiago Pereira the wrong way. It is 3-1. Probably game over now. Let's get a final change in. Let's bring Ludwig on, the young German. Right, looks like Porto are getting a free kick here. Trezeguet, who's just come off the bench. He's whipped it. Great save from Pereira, and Joku clears. It's been a disappointing after that dream start, boys. And it's finishing probably what we expected, to be fair. 3-1 and even 23 minutes with 10 men. Just going to say unlucky. We're not going to get at them too early. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, boys, as well, we're just going to crack on with this now. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the Cups this season. We will come back Sunday's episode. We'll get through a good, maybe, we'll come in around, maybe, do you want to see Benfica? I imagine you want to see Benfica, so we'll come back for the Benfica and the Famalicão, which are managed by Andrea Villas-Boas. Alright boys, so that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash a like on today's video for me. So I just thought then for a second when we scored 5 minutes it was going to be a dream start. It may be a tough old season. Remember, if you're not familiar with this save, we're trying to follow in the footsteps of Jose. We've started at his hometown club, which is Setubal. We've got him from the 3rd tier all the way up to the top tier in 4 seasons. We're now looking at catching the eye of one of those 3 big clubs and becoming manager of either Sporting, Benfica, or today's victors, Porto. So yeah, we need to push on. We need to improve our reputation. A couple of good seasons in this top league and they may come looking for us. Alright guys, make sure you smash a like on today's video for me. Subscribe if you haven't, and thank you very much for watching.